Indeed, crossing path by Victor Valley Transit, group stalking. Under the same fake sun that at 9 a.m. is directly over Target, and Victor Valley was group stalking at the entrance of Target while the fake sun was over the top of my head. All this fake sun does is it rises in alignment to my face, remains at the top of my head during the day, which is why you see it over my head, over the hallway window. That is 5 hours from now at 12 o'clock. That's non-movement. You're even looking at the impossible light activity that's in alignment with this entrance underneath the structure, into the depths of the building, onto the wall at the back of the hallway. But you're also seeing it while the blinds are closed inside of a hotel room facing this direction. The blinds were closed. Okay, and you were looking at what was inside it in the middle of the floor. This engineered light has nothing to do with the fake sun. But you're also looking at the position of the fake sun, and then at 7:53. In this position, it is just placement, okay? Old biddy, liver spots, demon, okay? Doesn't matter what race or age it is. Presence in the demonic environment is the presence of demons who are group stalking you. And the entity is keeping a fake sun in alignment with me, not that clearly recognized demon. That's also how you know them. The entity is keeping a specific environment, and that light source is seen at 7:53 a.m. as I'm capturing it in the morning yesterday. That's not the sun. Movement in alignment with me is why it's in alignment and seen through a hallway window facing 7-Eleven. And it's still through that window at 12:49 in the afternoon. And it's still seen through this window over my head at 2:22 in the afternoon. Right now, again, it's 7:18 a.m. That's how you know that that's a demon. And white people are stalking black people. And then you have what you are distracted by, racism, designed to make you feel as though you are some sort of inferior creature when they are stalking you. Demons who know what you're made of. It has nothing to do with your race, okay? They're group stalking with corrupt police departments. It has nothing to do with your race. That's a white person that's demon possessed who's stalking a black person who's not. Okay, that's what separates us, because they're walking in darkness and they're going to federal prison. I documented them, and they're going to federal prison. They're group stalking with the state. Nonetheless, it's the fake sun, and the entity is keeping the fake sun. Let me be clear. The blinds that are being closed, first of all, there's no placement for any light to be inside of the room. First of all. Second of all, the sun is necessarily in the same exact position based on the natural explanation, which there is none, for the entity's malicious engagement and group stalking. So since they want to use the scene that's supposed to be sun and sunlight, okay, so that means that hours from now in the middle of the afternoon, that's 12 o'clock, the sun is still here, and sunlight is aiming inside of the hotel rooms where the demons are after 12, engaging in relevant positioning, audible activity with these demons as well. This is crossing a path in light activity, okay? Old, wrinkly liver spots, same exact conduct, okay? Saggy, criminal record, no criminal record, white, black, green, purple, polka dots, liver spots, whatever you want to say, group stalking, demons, criminals, sex offenders. Whatever labels you give people based on whatever background. Let me be clear, there are so many sex offenders in the state of California that have never been convicted by this corrupt government. And they're engaging in criminal activity with the corrupt government. And you know what? They're gang members, contrary to what you understand to be gang membership. These are gang stalkers. And gang stalkers are demons. And in the environment where engineered light is covering, and inside of the hotel room where the blinds are closed, that's called impossible light activity. It was on the floor in front of the door in the hallway. That's a desperate identification of group stalking. That is speaking to all of this. This is spreading underneath the structure into a hallway, creating shadows and multiple shadows and flashing of engineered light. And it remains at this. When I walk out at 10 o'clock in the morning, AJ is group stalking here, talking to the head demon over housekeeping. And they're both going to federal prison. I documented that. At 10 o'clock, at 11 o'clock in the morning, the fake sun is over the same entrance. Group stalking are the people of the state pacing in and out. This is what fills the hotel rooms, sex offenders and group stalkers. Those are terrorists that are going to federal prison, that are acting with the corrupt government. And it includes every fire department, as CAL FIRE has demonstrated. It includes every sheriff's department, as San Bernardino Sheriff's Department has demonstrated. Every police department, they're acting in a police capacity, group stalking as the police station in Hesperia, as they've demonstrated. This is P.O.C. and the fake sun is moving in alignment with me as I move. This is in alignment, seen through the window of the hallway in this same hotel building at 7:53, as I've stated, and it remains that way well into the afternoon, and in alignment with my hotel room, which would be on this side of the building facing the Motel 6 hotel. This fake sun is in this same exact position setting 12 hours from now. That's not the sun. And everything occurring in that environment is demonic, and it's also malicious. So you're recognizing a mental illness by those who are walking around you. They're ticking time bombs All right, and they're engaged in psychotic conduct that has not been diagnosed, and it's also not spoken about, and it happens to be criminal. So you have many that are going to be labeled as the terrorists that they are, and their mental illness needs to be made as headline news because they're a threat to children, they're a threat to each other, and they're a threat to the public. License 7702 OS2. That's your average demon-possessed group stalker. All right, you can see the shadow of the trees on the building. The angle of engineered light is shooting horizontally as opposed to a sun. That's not going to stay here 12 hours later to be seen in alignment with my hotel room. Very particular, very specific. It goes from keeping in alignment based on my documentation on the side of the on the side of the building. Aiming the pattern of the windows is flat on the ground, going from the wall. I'm talking about the hallway window, sliding down the wall, moving across the floor, and then sliding up the opposite wall. That's a matter of documentation, not the sun, nor is that sunlight. And you saw engineered light in the hotel room right now, where a demon at 7 in the morning is creating disruption, while also I'm subject to demonic audible activity inside of the hotel room in the demonic environment, where at nightfall the same light activity, the pattern of the windows, while street lights are on, covering all of the walls inside of the hotel. Okay, demons getting out, opening and closing their door, walking to the opposite side, closing their door, and walking back. That's a demon that's pacing. That's a psychopath. That's recognizing the mental illness. It's also impunity while they're doing so, while they're being documented. Demons don't have a race. Okay, just want to point that out to you. Demons do not have a race. All right, you're talking about what is spiritual. You're recognizing what is demonic with regard to. It has nothing to do with whatever they think is going to be some sort of defense in court. It literally is not. All right, it's going to be based on akin to, analogous to strict liability. Specific environment, directed light, group stalking by the state, you're going to be prosecuted because that's exactly what they're doing. And that's all. It doesn't matter what capacity. The means whereby you're facilitating, that's going to establish at the outset federal prison. All right, it sure isn't. It's been sitting there though. Hey Jennifer, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Fine. This is P.O.C. Hey Jose, this is your shadow. And they're monitoring while they're walking in and out. Audible activity. Same thing like mopping the floor. And here's your shadow appearing on the wall. This is all the company's going to be prosecuted for a sex offense while they're also keeping you under surveillance with the people, okay? In your hotel rooms. Audible activity, the sound of traffic inside of your hotel rooms as you're getting dressed, as you're taking your clothes off and whatnot. This is entirely demonic and impossible. That's P.O.C. That's P.O.C. It is again 7:24 a.m. and the entity keeps its sun in alignment to my hotel room, my window, just like this, on the opposite side of this building, on the 3rd floor, filling my hotel room in the same manner after 6 p.m. That's P.O.C.